What's in a nickname? A nickname by any other nickname would just be as stupid. For comedic purposes, I go by the nickname Fat Andy with a PH. My given name is Andrew without a PH or an AT. Perfectly fine name. Got no problem with it. At different points in my life, I preferred Andy or Drew. Two of the nicer four-letter words I've been called. When I was a kid playing baseball, basketball, or football, I was known as the Moose. That's all some of my former drinking buddies ever knew me by. They say the moose is loose, as I was drunk as a skunk. In high school, my friends called me Jake, because my last name is Jacobs. Now I don't care what you call me, as long as you don't call me late for dinner. I dated a lot of black girls. Got really confusing at one point. I was going out with a Janisha, a Tanisha, a Jamaica, a Shamika, and a Chamika, all at the same time. To make it even worse, they all wanted me to call them by their nicknames. Nisha, Nisha, Mika, Mika, and Mika. It was doomed to fail. I worked at a restaurant with 3 waitresses, all named Chris. One was Chris with a K, one was Chris with a CH, and one was Chrissy. I could think of another C word that describe all 3 of them. Nicknames do come in handy sometimes, especially with some of the harder foreign names. I worked with a guy, he said, "My name is Quabeno Bonsai." I said, "How do you spell that?" He said, K-O-B. "Call me Cobb." I said, "Thank God." I've worked with a lot of Indian store owners. They all seem to have the last name Patel, and a first name I had absolutely no idea how to pronounce. Luckily, they used American nicknames, like Tommy or Joe. One guy kept his Indian name. It was easy enough to pronounce. I just never had heard of it before. He said, "This is Beepin." I said, "Excuse me?" He said, "Beepin I am." I said, "Nice to meet you, Pippin I am." He said, "You are Beepin too?" I finally understood what he was saying. I said, "I are Andy. Andy I am." I felt like Yoda from Star Wars.